So here's a real quick post I absolutely had to cover given the subject matter here. Like I said, very, very quick, but it's very important. All about a guy who's not married that long, 27, and his wife out of nowhere gave an ultimatum that she wants to be polyamorous, do what polyamorous people do, and if not, we're done. And this guy's shocked, blindsided, all that, and wondering what to do. Titled, Wife, a 27-year-old female, wants to be poly. I want to be monogamous. My question is, has anybody been in a similar situation? What was your choice? Why did you choose that path? Do you regret it? And I shout out to David for sending this. Now listen to this. This happens too much. My wife, a 27-year-old female, and I have been together for 8 years. Recently, she's decided she wants to be polyamorous as something she needs in her life to be happy. Well, funny she mentioned this after you married her and went through all that. How interesting the timing here. She made up her mind that she'd rather pursue this lifestyle than live in a monogamous life with me. In other words, ultimatum. We still love each other and don't want to lose each other. She doesn't love you. Bro, I know you don't want to hear this, but you're out of your mind. She does not love you. I don't know what I want. Yes, you do. Whether to accept polyamory or be single. I don't see how I'll ever love another person, whether I'm poly or with her or single. We're at a fork in the road, and I don't want to choose any path ahead. My question is, has anybody been in a similar situation? What was your choice? Why did you choose that path? Do you regret it? Bro, hold on here. Smack some sense into you. It's over. It is over. I know you've been with her for 8 years, like a third of your life, give or take. She doesn't love you. No woman that loves their guy would ever want to be with another guy or woman. She's doing this because in her mind, she's got you. She thinks she knows you, and clearly she's not too off here that she can throw anything at you, throw an ultimatum, and you'll take it. She wants the best of both worlds. She married you, got her magical special day with the wedding ceremony and all the attention on her, and once that milestone's done, she's bored. So she can be married to you, be Mrs. whatever your name is, and put on the big show for the public, and meanwhile, go get a bunch of dick on the side. What a load of crap. Any at all care about your feelings. She knows you love her, and that's the problem. She knows you're more into the relationship than she is, and she has all the power. And she knows that you'll be torn whether to end it. So, bro, all these stories I have done for almost 5 years now, literally thousands of stories just like this. These guys are shocked. These husbands are blindsided by this and don't know what to do. Deep down, you know what to do. It is over. If you stay with her, it's going to be breaking your heart. Do you really want to be on Saturday night at home, chilling, and she's dressed up looking hot, and out she goes, and she's out with some other dude? It will break your heart. Way more than your heart is breaking right now. Go to a lawyer, find out your options. You're 27. You couldn't have been married. You haven't been married that long, obviously. Whatever, you're probably in a no-fault divorce state, so even though she's the one screwing this up, it's not going to hit her too much. Take the hit and move on. But this never works. All the stories I cover, open relationship, open marriages. And what's interesting is she's so convinced that you're going to go for this. I'm willing to bet you that if you said, nope, you do this, we're done, and she knows you're serious, I guarantee you there's a very strong possibility that if she knew you were going to divorce her, she'll come crying back saying, I changed my mind. But because she doesn't respect you, and she doesn't, she's pulling this crap. This is why I tell guys it's always better that the girl, the wife, the woman is more into the relationship than the guy is. And a woman has to know you will walk. If she crosses you too far, disrespects you, if you're not willing to leave everything because of your self-respect, the bullshit's going to happen. They're not going to respect you as much. And it'll just get worse and worse. So, but here's the thing. Even if you said, you do this, we're done, and I'm leaving, and she begs you and says she changed her mind, she'll just go do this on the side and cheat. This, I guarantee you, she already has a guy on the side that she's already hooking up with or planning and wants the best of both worlds. And I guarantee you, she thinks that you're not going to go out and find another chick. Because if you were actually with another chick that could replace her, she'd be totally against this. So absolutely do not go along with this. This is madness. And this is also today's world. This is why I call it Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, because that's what we're in. So, although this is short, like I said, a short post, I had to address this because of the subject matter, and I can't do enough videos on this to help guys out not be stuck in the situation. And also, have some self-respect. Really. Your wife going out and hooking up with other dudes, and you want to stay with that just because of her, you can move on from this, heal, and learn some things, and find someone else that isn't into this lifestyle. They are out there. But if you're too much of a kiss ass, put all your stock in your girl, this could happen again. I'm going to read a few comments here because the whole comment section is full of people giving this guy good advice. Thank God, even though it's Reddit. This guy says here, I tried poly. It was a disaster. There's no going back. I've spoken to others who tried it since, and the vast majority of the time, it's the same story, that going poly was the end. There you go. The OP, it might be hard to leave her, but look at it this way. When she gave you an ultimatum and said she's no longer going to be monogamous, she ended the relationship as you knew it. And she's now giving you the option of a new relationship that involves her having sex with other partners. Let that sink in, dude. You married her, it was supposed to be just you and her. She didn't. From that perspective, you wouldn't be ending things as she already has. You simply be rejecting the new relationship she's offering. He's also, I might point out, guys, probably just so heartbroken, like, oh, the girl I loved. Well, clearly you didn't know her. She's not the person you thought you knew. So you really didn't lose her. It was a big show. Another one says, people these days don't even have the decency to hide the fact that they're cheating anymore. It's like, can I please cheat on you? She probably already has an emotional affair at the very least. Oh, something's definitely going on. And I also thought that after so many years on Reddit, we had agreed that changing the type of relationship doesn't work. What are you going to do when she gets pregnant and gives you an STI? I'm sorry, honey, but condoms aren't enough to prevent STI transmission these days. Man, it doesn't work like that. You don't marry someone who thinks 30 minutes in bed is more important than your feelings and life built together. Whether you leave now or you want to prolong your suffering and leave later, the choice is yours. Inevitably, this is going to end, so you might as well just end this now and walk away. But sometimes people have to hit rock bottom and really, really suffer before, Man, the sirens are full blast today. And one more. This guy says, you can leave now amicably or in a couple of years after you've been so miserable that you can't take it anymore. If you can mentally deal with your wife having sex with someone else on a weekly basis, go for it. Most can't. Even the non-monogamous subs will tell you that if it isn't 100% yes by both parties, it's a no. The best phrase I ever saw from one of these subs is, don't set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. It applies to you. Exactly. So I really do hope this guy makes the right choice. And somehow my gut tells me he will. Because the whole comment section is full of good guys giving this advice. So gentlemen, for any of you out there that are new, or maybe just might ever experience this, which I hope you don't, if your wife or girlfriend ever brings up open marriage, open relationship, poly this, whatever stupid ass term is the new thing relating to the subject, it is over. She does not love you, okay? And I'm willing to bet you some of her friends put her up to this. I bet you some of her friends are doing this as well, thinking it's a good idea. Women do not do this for guys they love, and they do this for guys that they are convinced aren't going anywhere. Guys that have no options, that are weak. This is why, guys, I work so hard, particularly on the main channel, to encourage guys to do everything to build themselves up, be the best they can be, and that way then they don't have people in their lives that do this to them. Because if you're a guy that has a lot going on for yourself, you're a guy on the grind, the purpose, making something in your life, have options with women, have lots of friends, people like that, if they come into your life, real quick to get rid of them. But if you're desperate for friendship, if you're desperate for a girlfriend, desperate for a wife, that desperation will make you pick the wrong people, and this shit can happen. So there you go. I hope this guy really makes the right choice.